Hey everybody, welcome to what are we doing? Stop Crying Poser, the podcast, episode number who fucking knows? I don't know. It's been a rough morning, kinda hungover, but the show must go on for you guys. Imagine if you went to work and you didn't have a podcast to get you through the day. In the chat we have Dylan, Sharky, Jeannie, Cassidy, Dookie, Blue Raja, KY, the Psycho, Jay Cowsley, Hockey Man, Blue Raja, did I say that already? OG, Mickey, and Scruff, BMX. And more, maybe. That's just who's watching live. I'm not mentioning the millions and millions listening for free on iTunes. If you guys didn't know, you can download/listen to the podcast live and free. Wait, not live. You can only watch it live on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle, but free on iTunes. Let's jump into the news. This is sort of a visual piece of news, but I'll try to describe to you guys what's happening. There was a crazy police chase that happened here in Las Vegas. Have you seen this? Have you heard of this? Where in the middle of the chase, the cop pulls out his gun and empties his clip through his own windshield and kills the bad guy. Right? Kills him. Killed him. R.I.P. So if you're listening, you can't see this, but if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, on the screen it shows this officer just shot 5 rounds through his windshield at a truck in front of him. And the interesting thing about this is last week we talked about this. I said I was upset and angry because I had to drive my chick across town to get her car fixed, and when I got on the freeway, everything was shut down. The reason it was shut down is because this cop was out here killing this dude. On the screen, you'll see the driver rides into a school. This is right next to Barrio Bash. So he rides into the wall, and then the passenger who was shooting at the cop gets into the driver's seat, tries to get away, and eats fucking 17 bullets right to his face. And I watched this. Everyone who's in Las Vegas who watched this said, damn, that cop was gnarly. That was crazy. Hey, you got somebody driving around in a SUV just shooting randomly. Sometimes you got to roll up your sleeves and you got to shoot them from your car. Probably not the average way that a police chase would happen, but this is super not average. This area where this happened is only a couple blocks from downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street. So even in this area, a little bit more shitty area, but there's people outside all the time. You can see this happened in the middle of the day, and it's really gnarly. I would advise you guys, if you want to see shit like this, it's crazy. It's the craziest police chase I've ever seen, and this cop is super calm and collected as he's just like boom, 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 boom. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So what I was saying was, all the people in Las Vegas, they watch the video, they say, wow, that cop's pretty badass, Plus, I guess the people who are in this SUV trying to escape, shooting at the cops, I guess they had just killed someone, and Las Vegas is such a small town. I have a bunch of friends on Facebook who know the person who these guys killed. So they watch this video and they say, oh, good for you, motherfucker. Kill that fucker. And I read the comments on the Las Vegas website. Everyone's down, but then when I go to ABC News or NBC, any other website, it's everyone in the comments talking shit about the cop. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you would shoot from your car. That's crazy. You know how many people could have been killed? And it's like, yeah, that is true, but also you can see pretty clearly in the video the cop doesn't start shooting from his car until he sees the passenger lean over the seat and get ready to shoot him. So it's a situation where the cop's not just going to be like, oh, you know what? I kind of feel like getting shot today. I think I'll just sit here and get shot. Sounds fun. No, he's pulled out his gun, shot back, and he shot back good enough to kill that guy. No innocent people were killed, and a small piece of information that a lot of people seem to have left out is that the bad guy actually fired more rounds from his car at police Then this cop shot at him. So you can see this guy shoots his whole clip, probably about 17 or more. I don't know what this guy's carrying. And then he changes the mag, it shoots again, empties the clip again. So that's probably fucking 34-ish rounds. This guy shot 34 times, and he still didn't shoot as many times as the bad guy. So if that's not any indication of like, okay, this motherfucker needs to die, then I don't know what is. So it's interesting because where this car crashed, like I've been there before, I've skateboarded there. It's a school, and it's right next to Barrio Bash, right next to where we skate the pool, but it's like a pool made for skateboarding. You guys could search on Ninja Lifestyle, just type in Barrio Bash or pool skateboarding or something like that, and you can see all the footage from that. But this is literally, I could throw a tennis ball from that pool to where this guy fucking crashed into the wall and died. The other guy ended up surviving, but it's really crazy. I pity the fool who has to listen to this on iTunes and can't watch this footage. We've watched it 3 or 4 times right now, and you really can't take your eyes off it. It looks like something you'd see in like Grand Theft Auto. This is a video game that I would play for sure. So my idea that I just came up with is, when you go to like Dave and Buster's, or you go to an arcade with tickets and shit like that, you get in there, you sit down, instead of just racing around, like you have those machines where you sit down and you race your car or whatever, and then you also have those machines where it's like zombies, where like you have your gun and you go do and it clicks and shit, and you gotta like shoot off the screen to reload and then put it back on the screen. How about this? We combine the racing game and the shooting games where you have to do what this guy's doing. You have to drive around, and while you're driving from your car, you have to be able to shoot bad guys, maybe like zombies or something, who knows. $1 million idea. You guys are welcome. Feel free to steal my idea. I don't care at all. In other news, I don't know what this I don't know what this article's about. I don't know what this argument would have been about, but I had to click this. Couple had argument before woman, quote, fell downstairs in Las Vegas. The boyfriend of a woman who fell down a flight of stairs to her death claimed he intended only to grab her before she plummeted down, according to an arrest report. Can you really die? Like, how hard is it to die falling downstairs? Because this guy, the killer, I assume, Dion Stanley, he looks like, I don't know, maybe late 20s, early 30s. I feel like if you're in your 20s or 30s, you can safely fall down the stairs and maybe just scrape your elbow bad, maybe get a black eye, or maybe break a finger, or hey, maybe even like break an ankle or break an arm. But for you to die falling down the stairs, I feel like when I watched that video of the police officer shooting the guy fucking 30 times, I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's probably dead. But if I would have watched a body cam of an officer walking up the stairs and some guy fell down the stairs, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, totally dead. So, the arrest report for Dion Stanley said, on July 13, officers responded to the incident at about 3 a.m. in the 5200 block of East Craig Road, Craig near Nellis. Okay, pretty, not a super terrible neighborhood. This is not very far from Craig Ranch, one of the more popular skate parks in Las Vegas. Arriving officers found the woman, identified as Kimberly Johnson, unresponsive and bleeding from the head. A neighbor said just before the incident, Johnson ran out of the apartment and yelled to call the police. Stanley, who was identified as her boyfriend, was taken into custody at the scene. Okay, well, Johnson was pronounced dead at UMC, police said. During an interview with police, Stanley claimed Johnson drank regularly and described her as an alcoholic. He said that on the night of the incident, Johnson was drunk on beer and champagne, and they got into an argument. He said he left to his brother's house for a couple hours, but when he returned to their apartment, the argument continued. She eventually left to get more champagne, quote unquote. Why are these quoted so much? but she was slow to return, so he went to look for her. Stanley returned to the complex and saw Johnson with a woman. When she returned to the apartment, the arguments continued. Okay, this is becoming really awkward to read. Is this article written strangely, or am I just bad at reading? Please let me know. She threw a drink on him and left towards the stairwell. He chased her and said he intended only to grab Johnson and bring her back to the apartment, but Johnson attempted to push Stanley's arm/hand away when she fell down the stairs. Homicide detectives obtained surveillance video from a nearby business which covered the top of the stairwell. The video captured Johnson running to the top of the stairs, where she appeared to stop and turn around. The video captured Stanley run up to her, and then a forceful collision occurred at the top of the stairs, which resulted in Johnson being knocked down the stairs. After detectives confronted Stanley about the video, he admitted their bodies collided and the momentum knocked her down the stairs. Okay. Here's my thing. We talked about this the other day, about how women shouldn't teach self-defense classes. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like a chick try to ice skate or try to skateboard or try to do anything where you actually have to be able to maybe sort of almost catch yourself as you fall. I feel like as guys, like wrestling around as kids or playing sports, you start to fall and then you tumble, maybe you take a shoulder, or maybe as you're falling you try to reach for something to grab onto so you don't fall. But women, a lot of times in these situations where they're about to fall, it just becomes like you guys ever played EA Skate, and when your person just falls on the mega ramp and they're just tumbling through the air and they don't know how to land on their feet, they're just a lifeless body just tumbling. Like, that's a lot of women when they are about to fall down. There's like no hope of any type of controlled falling. There's no plan. There's no, oh man, I hope I can turn my hips and maybe we can make this fall hurt less. Oh no, it's just they're going down. It's almost like just a random button. Like, how when your computer freezes and it says press any key? That's what women are thinking when they're falling downstairs. They're just trying to press any key. There's no rhyme or reason behind how they're going to fall, why they're going to fall, what's going to happen. And as Varial said, flailing is the word that comes to mind. I'm not saying that's what happened here, but I can imagine that if this guy's story is correct, and their bodies collided, maybe he belly bumped her or something. I could imagine belly bumping a chick down the stairs. I think that could for sure be like a deadly combination, especially if she's drunk. Oh man, I didn't even think of that. So if a sober chick can barely fall down, imagine a drunk chick, drunk on beer and champagne. Oh yeah, dangerous combination. Stairs and women don't mix. I also recently found out that stairs and my dog Koopa don't mix. He's somewhat scared to go up the stairs, but he's deathly afraid to go down the stairs. And I just mentioned his name, and he just farted on me. So it's becoming really hard for me to concentrate right now. Really ruining the podcast right now, but Jesus Christ, Koopa. 4 months old, you're already shitting like that? Fucking holy shit. He has made it a habit to fart on me whenever he wants attention. But right now maybe he had a bad dream and he just had to fart out all the negative thoughts. So, interesting story. 9 times out of 10, I would argue that this guy got mad at the chick, threw her down the stairs. And it's a sad story because every time you throw somebody down the stairs, you don't want them to die, I don't think. Because if you wanted them to die, I would go with throwing them over the ledge to the stairs so they go straight down. That's what I would do. Speaking of falling down the stairs, I remember a long time ago. I don't want to tell the story too long. But anyways, we were having a party at my friend's house. It was an upstairs apartment. And 4 guys kicked in the door, started a fight because they thought their cousin, some chick, was with us partying. But they got the wrong apartment, I guess, because we had never heard of this chick. So they kicked in the door, got in a fight. They all kind of got beat up. But I remember on the way out, when they were leaving, because you have to walk out and walk down the stairs, somebody grabbed, think about a skinny stairwell on, apartments. He grabbed both sides, like his left hand and his right hand, grabbed the handrails and did the gnarliest Sparta kick to this guy's back. And this guy, he didn't fall very hard, but he definitely could. That could have been a deadly incident because this guy got kicked. It's not like a regular, like, oh, I'm going to stand up and kick you. It was like he got the actual, like, extra bungee effect from having his arms on both handrails, like, scooped back, and then, boom, super kick down the stairs. And, we never heard from those guys again. But I did hear a story. This may or may not be true. I heard the chick that they were looking for ended up getting kidnapped a week later. So maybe those 4 guys kidnapped that chick, or maybe that chick's just a troublemaker. She got kidnapped. But the moral of the story is be careful around stairs, and be careful with the champagne. Don't overdo it. Now, War Machine engaged to pen pal. I saw this in the headlines, and I had to click this. There was no way I could view this and not click it. A lot of people don't think this joke is funny, but over the past year or two, I've been sometimes I would use the hashtag free war machine, and I think it's fucking hilarious. But I guess, domestic violence, not funny, not something to joke about. It's, even if it's fucking years later and it's not a big deal, it's just a hashtag, harmless hashtag. But I think it's fucking hilarious. Fucking hashtag free war machine. If you if you guys search that shit on like Instagram, it'll for sure be a couple of my posts. So if anyone doesn't know, War Machine was a UFC fighter. I think he also fought in a lot of other fight leagues. But there's a porn star named Christy Mack, and they were dating, and he beat the shit out of her, like really, really bad. If you look at the photos of her face, he beat the shit out of this chick. So he was a pro fighter. She was professional at taking dick in multiple areas of her body. So clearly it was not a fair fight, and she lost. So now War Machine is back in the news. Most recently, he was in the news because he tried to kill himself in prison, and it didn't work out. So not only can he can't kill porn stars very good, he can't even kill himself very good. So I'm wondering, like, is he really that good of a fighter? I don't know. I don't want to fight the guy, though. War Machine, I don't want to fuck the guy either, or marry him. War Machine, who is serving a life sentence for a sexual assault case in Nevada, is engaged to a pen pal, according to TMZ. TMZ said he is engaged to 30-year-old Ashley Farrington, citing family sources. The pair was first acquainted when she started writing to him as a pen pal last summer, and their relationship evolved to visits at Ely State Prison. That's where my friend D'Angelo is. That's where my friend Mikey is. It's not very far away. We also call it Indian Springs. Nice prison out there. Real good stuff. Earlier this year, that's also where Justin Fig went for, I don't know, a couple years. Earlier this year, the former UFC star, born as Jonathan Copenhaver, wrote a poem asking for her hand in marriage, and she said yes, TMZ reported. TMZ said the pair can have a wedding ceremony prison. Oh, who wrote this? Who wrote this? Is this Gabriella? This is Brenda Yam. Oh, god damn it. TMZ said the pair can have a wedding ceremony prison and share a hug. But that's about it, at least for a long time, because Nevada doesn't allow conjugal visits. He is eligible for parole at the age of 71. He is serving a life sentence after he was found guilty of 29 counts of battery. 29 counts, including battery, kidnapping, strangulation, in connection with a case involving his ex-girlfriend, Christine McInday, also known by her name as an adult entertainer of Christy Mack, and her friend Corey Thomas. I see. Well, what do you guys think about this, dude? I just had to click it because it said War Machine. What does marriage mean if you're in prison? For me, I'm not really the marrying type anyways right now. I don't have any super like excited plans to ever get married. But I can tell you this. If I did want to get married, it would not be to someone in prison. So do we say that maybe War Machine is really good at manipulating people? Or do we say that this 30-year-old, Ashley Farrington, maybe she has mental problems, or maybe she's slow or stupid or fat. Let's never leave that out of the equation. Okay? First off, they can share a hug. But if she's really fat, it wouldn't even really be sharing the hug. He would be getting a small portion of the hug, and she would just be there. It might actually maybe share a hug means him and a friend. That way, if they can combine hands, maybe they can both get their hands around her, and then they can all share the hug. It could be divided equally amongst them. But I'm also kind of scared, like, okay, this guy's going to share a hug with somebody. Last chick that he came in contact with almost died. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when it comes to jiu-jitsu, it all starts with a hug. Okay? A hug it's really a gateway drug. A hug is the gateway to a choke. A choke is the gateway to death, as my great-grandmother once famously said. So, it's a funny story. I feel like I'm killing it right now with these jokes. I feel like I'm really batting 1,000 right now. I don't know. The moral of the story is free War Machine, sweetheart. He's really just a nice guy, just trapped in a tattooed, crazy fighter's body. And I've heard from people that train with him that he was always just a crazy dude. I feel like if you're a porn star, though, that's what you want. You want the crazy dudes. You want the loose cannons, as they would say. Next news. Oh, there's no more news. That's it for the news today. So that was fun. A couple weeks ago, I told you guys a story about how I got in a fight. And one of the people who was there for that fight, the bartender, one of my friends, he actually also just got in a fight. And the way he told the story was so entertaining that I'm going to retell the story of a fight I didn't even see, because I thought it was that entertaining. And we don't have any good topics today, so whatever, dude. Fucking just bear with me here, guys. So my friend is at the bar. He's bartending. Everything's all good. When you're bartending on Graveyard, it's also your job to clean up everything. Clean up the seats, clean up all the games, dishes, make sure everything's nice and neat, make sure everything's restocked and ready, because generally around 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., those are going to be the times when the bar is not busy. You can't do all that cleaning, and you can't do all this restocking at 6 p.m., because that's when everyone gets off work and the bar is crowded. So if you're at the bar at 6 a.m., you sit there, bartender gives you your drink, you sit there, he goes around, does his business, sweeps up, you sit there, you drink, whatever. So anyways, he's running his errands. Some guy comes in, says, can I use the bathroom? Guy looks like a stand-up guy. If he looked like a tweaker, Ward would have not let him in. So anyways, the guy goes to the bathroom, and Ward finds this out later. He finds out that the guy actually stole one cigarette from his pack of cigarettes. It was his cigarettes, and his phone was sitting on top. So the guy, outside of the view of Ward, he's cleaning up. He didn't see any of this until after he reviewed the tape. The guy walked up, steals one single cigarette, goes to the bathroom, comes out, lights the cigarette, starts smoking the cigarette. All good, whatever. Ward has no idea what's going on, all good. So then he goes back to cleaning and shit, and the guy gets up, he walks back over towards the cigarettes, and then he notices this guy is looking weird, so he goes, hey, what's going on with you? And the guy runs towards the door. Then Ward looks back, he realizes, oh, this guy just stole my cell phone, it's about to go down. So he went to chase him, got out the door, chased him about 200 feet, and then the guy decided he didn't want to steal the phone anymore. So the way the story was told to me is the guy threw the phone back at Ward. Mid-run, in the middle of a full sprint, he grabs the phone out of the air, puts it in his pocket, and continues running at the guy. A few feet later, he gets close enough to the guy, and he leg sweeps him. Sweeps his legs out right from under him. The guy falls down. He beat the shit out of the guy. Boom, 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 boom. Blood here, blood there. He starts to walk back to the bar, and he notices there was one other person inside the bar. So that person comes out and says, what the fuck happened? And Ward says, well, you were the only one in the bar, so now we're both locked out. They both get locked out of the bar. Ward calls somebody to let him back in. They watch the video. He finds out that it all started with a cigarette. Could have all started with a hug, but it would have been a much different story for War Machine. Started with a cigarette, ended up the guy tried to steal the phone. But after this, Ward goes back to work. He's all good. Everything's cool. He says he hasn't been in a fight in fucking over 10 years. So he's like, it sucks that guy got beat up, but feels good to get in a fight again. Anyways, when he gets off work, he goes to get his coffee. It's like 8 in the morning. He goes to the store, and he goes to the store every morning. So he goes in there, and he says, hey, did anyone come in here last night, like, all busted up? And he goes, yeah, somebody did come in here all busted up. They said they got hit by a truck. And Ward starts laughing. And the guy goes, hey, dude, that's not funny if somebody got hit by a truck. And Ward says, motherfucker, do I look like a truck? And then, so he tells the story to the cashier. And, they have a little laugh or whatever. So he pays for his coffee. He goes to walk out, opens the door, and sees the guy. Sees the same guy that he beat up hours before. So now it's daylight. Now the sun's coming up. He sees him. He's all fucked up. Right when the guy looks up at him, he notices it's like, he's like, oh, this is the guy that just beat my ass. Takes off across the street and almost does get hit by a truck. So that's a pretty, epic fight story, I would say. What could be more epic than that? Okay, you beat some guy up righteously because he stole your phone. You catch the phone out of the air. You do the leg sweep. You beat the guy up. The guy pretends he got hit by a truck, so now now you got that truck fist. That truck fist. And all around just really good story. Good story. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel alive, right? You guys ready for trivia? Give me a hell yeah in the chat. Unless the chat's not working. I noticed no one's chatting right now, but also I just told a story that I wasn't even there for. It's just somebody else's story. I'm reliving the hype through someone else's story. So, we do have people in the chat, so that's nice. Time for trivia. What are the 2 most populated countries in the world? First one to answer this right, who lives in the United States, gets a free sticker pack for Ninja Lifestyle stickers. We give away a free sticker pack every single week here on Stop Crying Poser. And you guys, feel free to stop in, maybe win yourselves a sticker pack. Kid Archie says India and China. Kid Archie is the winner. That was an easy one, I guess. What's next? What's after India and China? Anyone got any guesses? Anyone got any guesses? I'll give you a hint. You have to live there to get a sticker pack. That's the hint. Kid Archie, talk to me on Facebook. I will make sure to get a sticker pack sent out to you first thing in the morning. Maybe the second thing in the morning. Actually, you know what? For me, the morning is like nighttime. So just give me 3 or 4 days. God damn it. We talked a little bit about King of the Road last week. And I have something I want to run by you guys. I tweeted about it the other day. And it was one of my favorite tweets that I've made in a long time. I really looked at it and reread it several times, gaining a little bit of gratification every time I read it. So, throughout the history of the internet, you have people saying things like, Revive's gay, Braille's gay. I guarantee you, everyone on Earth who said Revive is gay and Braille is gay is probably owns a Thrasher t-shirt and probably really enjoys Thrasher. So my question is, why is it gay to start a company where you get to skateboard all day so that you can take care of your family, you get to draw cool deck designs, you get to hire all your friends, therefore making their lives better, and you get to skate all day, support your family, hang out with your buds, make videos, pretty much the dream life. That's pretty gay. You know what's not gay is when you drink your homie's piss, then you get a turkey baster and you shove alcohol into his asshole, and then you get married to a dude and you kiss a dude, all while fucking holding your friend's poop in your hand for 24 hours. Nothing gay about marrying a dude and kissing a dude, but as soon as you start a company and you take care of your friends and you really enjoy skateboarding, that's when you're gay. So here's what skateboarding is. Core, real, true skateboarding involves kissing dudes, but if you're actually out there skateboarding, you're gay. You're a fucking homo. The gayest thing you could do is ride a skateboard and learn new tricks every day. I'll tell you what's not gay kissing dudes, marrying dudes, drinking piss, and having your friend keister a beer into your asshole. That's what's not gay. So I'm confused. Have you guys seen the crazy dude in Canada? I'm confused. See, the definition of gay, I think that's what changed. It must have changed overnight. And I wasn't there for it. I overslept on the update to the word gay. Gay now means enjoying your life and skateboarding every day, taking care of your family, hiring your friends, and living the dream. But not gay, the definition of not gay has also changed. The definition of not gay now involves getting married to a man, kissing a dude, peeing on your friends, and having your friends shove things into your asshole. Now that's not gay, if you ask me. Now I'm saying these things like they're big jokes. I know the gay thing is sort of like a touchy subject. You guys know I'm joking. But here's the thing. Are my jokes more or less offensive than two guys pretending to be gay and getting married just because they think it's funny? Because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people out there talking shit about me for making these jokes. But I feel like these guys getting married for funsies to make a joke on Thrasher, I feel like if I'm offensive, then these motherfuckers are equally. They should be held equally as fucking offensive as me. Because my jokes are like for real jokes. These guys are like literally just, this would be funny if we did this. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Should these guys, who are also, basically their marriage is a big joke, right? These guys aren't actually gay, and they're getting married, and all their friends are sitting around laughing about it. They're filming it. Everyone's laughing. How could that be less triggering than the gay jokes that I make on a daily basis? I don't know. Scruff says it's only gay if they insert. Well, clearly you missed episode 3 or whatever, where they're shoving things into Jaws' butthole or whatever it was. I never know. I don't understand. Burial and Revive get thousands of people of all ages into skateboarding. Oh, bro, gay. Fucking gay. Oh, man. Spreading skateboarding to people of all ages. Gay. Shit, dude. If they were real skateboarders, they'd be doing some way less gay shit, like getting married to dudes, men on men action. So I don't want anyone to take me out of context and say like, oh, Ninja hates gays. I just think that for the amount of times that I've said gay online and someone's been like, you can't fucking say that, dude. You're a real hater. You're a bigot. You're an asshole. You're a hater. It's not funny. Blah, blah, blah. And those people, when they watch the King of the Road shit, they go, these guys are silly. But that's funny, dude. This double standard when it comes to, like, I don't know, me and real skateboarders. Remember when I made, this is a good one. Remember when I made the Dragon Ball Z skate deck? And then Primitive came out with one 3 years later? All I got was hate about, ooh, copyright, ooh, you're stealing ideas. Cake Muscle can't even come up with their own fucking ideas. Can't even come up with their own graphics. Fucking lame. Primitive comes out, does the exact same thing way later than me. Way later. And then everyone starts fucking sucking their dick, getting married to him. Everyone loves the Primitive fucking Dragon Ball Z decks. Oh my god. Outstanding. So, that's just a bone that I always like to pick with, like, YouTuber versus core. Oh, YouTuber, lame, stupid, core, all good. YouTuber, gay, core skateboarder, even you can actually do gay things and no one will call you gay. Also, I want to remind you guys that I've called this years ago. I called it years ago that King of the Road would slowly but surely become gay porn. And I stand by that. A couple more years. 2020 rolls around. 2024 maybe. You guys are going to have to be 18 if you want to watch it. You're going to have to sign up and when you put in your birthday because you have to be 18 to watch it. And it's just going to be some weird shit going on in the little fucking tour van. Yeah, they're not going to get that deposit back either because there's a lot of things you can do in a van that aren't going to come out with Lysol. I'll tell you that much. I know from experience. Oh, man. Roof Imp, I'm going to move to the USA and I'm going to rent a house, and the owner asked my ethnic group, and I don't know what I can answer. I'm from Spain. Ah, yeah. Say white. Say you're white, dude. 2020 King of the Bone See Sean with the zinger. Holy shit. OG Mickey says people just like to hate you, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's a given. But there's a lot of people that will hate me, but then claim they're not being a hater. They'll be like, listen, dude, I like your videos, and I like your skating, okay? I like you, man. But as far as that new skateboard, your company sucks, dude. You can't even think of your own ideas. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, no, you actually, first off, you probably don't like my videos. You probably don't like anything I do. You're just trying to make it seem less, like, trolly. Or maybe you're trying to make it seem like you're not trying to be hateful or hurtful, I guess. You're not trying to, but you actually are trying to. It's one of those things where it's like, hey, no offense, dude, but you're a real bitch. And you're just like, well, just saying no offense doesn't make it less offensive. So they can do this thing where they're also lying. When you say no offense to your bitch, the part where you said no offense, that was a lie. Okay? So when they say, listen, dude, I like your videos, I like what you do, but that skateboard thing you did, it's really, dude, you fucking suck, dude. You can't steal ideas. And I go, wait a minute, you probably don't watch my videos, you don't like me, you don't do any of this, don't say this shit. Okay? And then when Primitive comes out and they do the exact same thing, everyone loves it. It's amazing. It's great. I read the comments. Very few hateful comments. But that's also, like, one of the things is when you can put, like, a face to something. Like Primitive, it's a company. It's a thing. It's a brand. It's an idea. But when you can put a face to something, I think people are more, like, down to talk shit because it's like they're talking shit to someone who's, like, kind of on their level versus you look at a brand, it's kind of like, oh, well, that's like larger than life, dude. I can't talk shit on Nike. Or maybe you can. Sometimes you can talk shit on things that are so big that they would never notice you. It'd be like me saying, oh, Kanye West sucks. You know, I would probably never say that to Kanye West. In fact, I don't think Kanye West sucks. Who do I think sucks? Who sucks? Who do I always say is bad? Whatever. Let's just say I didn't like fucking Kanye West. Kanye West sucks. You wouldn't say that to his face. Yeah, I know. But I will say it online because it will never reach him. You know, also, he would never be concerned about me saying he sucks. OG Mickey, Nigel Houston. Yeah. It's like if I say Nigel sucks. It's kind of like, well, you think Nigel's going to be mad? Or you think he's going to kick back in his dope-ass fucking car, hang out in his fucking awesome house, and say, man, Ninja Lifestyle, I can't believe Ninja Lifestyle said that. Man, that really offends me. Yeah, fucking right. Fucking, yeah, right. He would not be concerned with my shit at all. He'd look down like, oh, well. It's kind of like, I know there's a better metaphor for this, but it's kind of like if like an ant was talking shit to you, you'd be like, dude, you're an ant. You'd be, yo, fuck you then. He'd be like, dude, you're an ant. You're an ant. Go dig an anthill or something. Go do something else. Fuck you, dude. Listen, ant. I'm not going to squish you because you're too little. You can keep talking all the shit you want, ant. And you can keep asking for me to fucking fuck you up because you are an ant. All I would have to do is step on you and you'd be dead. And the ant's like, whatever, dude. Are you scared, bitch? And I'd be like, listen, you're an ant. I'm going to be the bigger man. Literally and figuratively, I'm the bigger man, ant. And I feel like that's sometimes how, like, the hater shit goes. But then other times, it's person to person, too. So you're on there and you see this fucker. You see somebody talking shit on your videos, and you see this guy's face, and you're like, wow, dude, you're like 18 years old, dude. You live in California? I fucking hope I run into you. Oh, man. But that's just how it goes. I saw the other day, I think the same people that do the TV show Catfish, they have one called, like, Troll, like Catfish Troll, where they find people. I don't know what the series is about, so maybe one of you guys can chime in. They find people that have been trolling other people, just talking shit and being haters, and then they find a way, like, to find those people and make them sit in the same room. Oh, man. Can you imagine, like, the way they do it, it has to be, like, really PG-13 and shit. But can you imagine my version of that show where rather than just get the people to calmly sit down, I shut off all the lights, and then the lights come open, and they're just in the octagon. It's like, hey, motherfucker, you said my YouTube channel sucked. Well, I did say that was my brother. My brother got on my cell phone, and he left the comment. Oh, I don't give a fuck. And then they dropped the brother in the ring. Oh, you and your brother both gonna get it. And then the brother's like, I didn't fucking do that. He's like, oh, dude, you're right. And then they just both get their fucking ass beat. Oh, that'd be the greatest TV show ever. Anyone who has connections to that, make it happen. Let's Let's do that. It would be called like Octagon Wrong. Fucking Trolling Gone Wrong. Well, we can work on the name. We got plenty of time to work on the name. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's podcast. I am going to continue streaming, so stick around. If it's your first time here, we do this podcast every single Friday, usually around 4 p.m. Today we got a little bit of a late start because I'm stupid, and I'm sleepy, and I stay out too late, drink too much, watch too much Thrasher, staying up late, beating the old dog. Beating my dog. My dog. Dog could be a code word for anything these days. If gay means not gay and not gay means gay, then dog could mean cock. Who knows? I appreciate you guys all for being here. Kid Archie, Cassidy, OG Mickey, C. Sean, Scruff, Cat Dude, and more. If you showed up late, you can watch the beginning of this podcast on Sunday on youtube.com/Ninja Lifestyle. You can also download this podcast for free on iTunes, and if you don't have iTunes, you can go to podbean.com and listen to this early Sunday morning. So, again, please stick around if you guys want to play some video games or maybe do the Post Malone show, and we can hang out and talk and chat about our feelings. Other than that, I appreciate you guys always for being here. Feel free to share this podcast with a friend if you liked it. Good show, right? We got off to a slow start, but we had some good jokes in there. I made some pretty good fucking War Machine jokes, I think. Anyways, I want to know your guys' thoughts on Revive versus King of the Road. I want to know your guys' thoughts on, am I going too far with the gay thing, or are we all on the same fucking gay scale? The same gay scale. Oh, man. Tell me, what's the most epic fight you've heard about? And also let me know your thoughts on the Las Vegas cop shooting, because I thought it was cool. A lot of people think it was irresponsible. Let me know your thoughts in a comment below on YouTube. Also, if you're watching on iTunes, leave a review. Say this is the greatest podcast I've ever heard in my life. And also donate money. Give me all your money all the time. Just whenever you guys get paid, give me the money so that I can gamble it and waste it on drinks and steaks and things for my dog. Oh, just got donated some money. $2.11. Speaking of that, I'm probably going to drink a 211 in a minute. So, as always, appreciate you guys being here. We upload 5 videos per week on Ninja Lifestyle. Tomorrow's video is, it's Ninja Review. It's old school review. I review Globe Opinion, and it's pretty good. Today's video was Flatbox Friday. I tried to do 50-50 nollie flip. Mini ramp Monday is good. I do kickflip 50-50 270, but I do it on a concrete bowl, so it's pretty good. And I guess that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Continue to watch. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Give me money. And have a good night. Let's play that intro. Hashtag free War Machine.